Yeah.
All right, there we go.
So are we broadcasting at the moment? Oh, okay, because I've lost the screen, but I guess that's okay. 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 So what do we got here? Club by North, 2 hearts, double, 3 hearts, double, pass, 4 spades. Think that'll end it.
Yeah, the spade position is friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Clubs are everything's friendly. You make 6.
Yep. Yep. King and a spade on side and 3-2 clubs. Now he's gonna, let's see. Now I guess
I
he's
can
gonna
make
make
7.
7. Don't you just hate when you have a natural lead after you've partnered and you have bid and raised a suit and you lose a trick because you don't lead the suit you've bid and raised?
So welcome everyone. This is the finals of the ACBL online knockout, the first match. My name is David Granger, and I'm here with Janice Seaman and Chip Martell.
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
David. Good morning. And just to let you know, we have at the table, Gare Helgamo is north, Tor Helness is south, Kit Woolsey is west, and Bart Bramley is east. And this, we could maybe have another exciting match. This is a replay of the finals of an event a few months ago where these two teams played to a tie in the finals and split the title.
Was that the Levine team against them? I didn't
Yep,
even.
it was.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's quite a coup to see Bob Hammond and Peter Weichsel and Bart and Kit playing with these two young upstarts, Finn Kolesnik and it's Jacob, what's his last name?
Jacob Freeman and Finn Kolesnik.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic to
Yeah,
see this.
it's true. It's impressive to have a team where the spread between oldest and youngest is more than 60 years.
Yeah.
All right.
They make it look easy. They've really just been doing so fabulously in all the team games. I mean, they lost in the last one in the round of 4. They didn't have the 2 young kids, otherwise they might have won that one too.
All right. So let's see. So East-West are playing a 10 to 12 no trump in this situation. So the question for East will be whether to open a diamond or to open a strong upgrade and open a strong club.
Doesn't really look an upgrade.
He opens a diamond and this guy's going to bid some number of hearts, just one. Yeah, at this vulnerability, it's too dangerous to bid 2, I guess. Are we going to be getting the results from the other rooms so we can keep everybody abreast, or are we just going to keep our eye to the right and see when it comes up? Okay, 4 spades
Well,
making 7 on the first board for a push. I assume it was an opening queen of diamonds lead again. And that's correct. The queen of diamonds was led at the other table and 13 tricks were quickly taken.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys see in the chat, Chris is going to give us the information on what happened at the other table.
Mm-hmm.
So Kit's made a kind of a nebulous spade bid, which shows competitive values and usually doesn't have a heart stopper and definitely denies spades. He probably also had a choice to show both minors, but with the balanced hand, did not.
East-West played 3-0 on board 2, down a couple
At the other table.
at the other table. So we'll see what happens here. One spade, Helmuth is doubling for the lead. I guess Bramley's bid shows some kind of strong no trump, better than 12, 13 to 15, something like that.
If no trump was 10 to 12, this is probably 13 to 15.
Yeah.
So they might well just stay in one no trump. This could be a
Yeah.
pickup.
Well, I doubt that North is going to sell to a no trump.
You're right. He'll bid some number of hearts. You're absolutely right.
And then I would guess that
Okay.
East-West will compete to 3 diamonds, and we'll see whether or not. So I don't know to what extent 2 clubs suggested both minors, or it could have been just clubs. If 2 hearts gets passed around to West, I'm pretty sure he'll be
He'll
able
bid
to
2
double, showing a doubled in heart. And then East will bid 3 diamonds. Oh, no, sorry. East is doubling to show his doubled in heart. And
presumably not a big club fit.
so at the other table, East opened a no trump. West bid 2 spades. North doubled. East bid 2 no, and West raised to 3. And South, despite the lead directing double of 2 spades, led his hearts and beat 3 no a couple tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So let's look at, so if East-West play in 3 diamonds, then they're likely off at most a heart, a spade, and 2 diamonds, even if they misguess. So they'll certainly make 3 diamonds, and in fact, you'd even make 4 diamonds if you guess the diamonds. All right, so they've reached 3 diamonds, and I would guess that North with king, queen, third of diamonds is not going to want to bid 3 over 3.
Yep, and they do play 3 diamonds.
So
So with plus 100 in the other room to
110 or 130 for 5 or 6.
right. So that'll be 5, 6 imps. Is that right?
5 or 6, depending on whether he makes 3 or 4.
So first blood to Kolesnik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the 13 to 15 range worked well here to keep low.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder what 2 spades was. It looks like it was some kind of a range ask.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure, nobody vulnerable, why he took it in over a minimum. I know with my partners there, I play pass of 2 spades doubled, shows a minimum without a spade stopper. And 2 spades shows a minimum with a spade stopper. All right, he did play the ace of diamonds, so he'll, well, yeah, he'll just.
Just chuck his heart here and simplify things.
Why bother to simplify, huh? He does know where the king of spades is, so he can just, I guess, play ace and a spade and,
But he's going to rough the club now. Rough the club and play a diamond.
All right. There we are.
so I guess that's, what, 210 is 5?
5, yeah.
Yeah. Now, my spies tell me on this board in the other room, they played 4 hearts down 1. I guess losing 3 spades and a club. So let's see what the boys do on this one.
Yeah,
Looks
West
like it's going to
open.
go a strong no trump, and they're going to Texas.
Well, he's going to
heart.
open a strong club because
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Do they play? They don't play 10 to 12 no trumps vulnerable, do they?
No, but they play 14 to 16.
Got you.
So we have a slightly frisky 2-spade bid over the strong club bid by Helgamo.
Way to show hearts, and if it's not a transfer, it'll be over with quickly.
And it's not.
With South holding the ace of clubs, there isn't much hope for 4 hearts.
Which match?
Kit might try 3-0.
He might. That
Match.
wouldn't be a success. But he didn't. So a fast down 1, I suspect here.
Bramley can hope briefly that South has the ace of clubs and the spades are 6-1, but it's not going to happen.
I guess I'd say in some ways this was a little bit an unlucky result, I'd say, for the Levine team in that they played 4 hearts from the better side, but didn't profit from it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. However, I don't think the Levine team can complain too much about. Uh-oh. I lost the.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, there we go. I don't know how much bad luck they can complain about when the last 2 days they've won the match by 1 and 1.
Probably upside down carding and Helmus is trying to figure out why Helgamo didn't play one of the 3, 4, or 5 of spades if he was encouraging.
Well, it matters not unless he decides to play ace in the club. I mean, he might be thinking about shifting to the jack of diamonds, assuming
might be.
Helgamo has 6 spades and he can't, there's no uppercut from his perspective.
Right. Though if Declare had king 6 of hearts, he might misguess and ruff with the king of hearts to finesse the jack if he had a doubleton spade.
Mm.
Well, he'd probably finesse that anyway.
Yeah, certainly true. So Helgamo and Helmuth play upside down attitude and standard count. So I guess one of the things is that the 8 doesn't look like his lowest spade. So we do have the 5 and 4 missing. We may have wondered if he was playing some sort of more middling spade to try and get a diamond shift. Certainly it's easy to imagine hands where, if East had a doubleton spade and the queen of diamonds, and indeed he did.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he still actually has time.
He's fine.
So the ace of clubs.
Yeah.
He's fine. It's actually a very thoughtful play here.
Yeah. As long as Declare didn't have king, queen, doubleton in the diamonds, he was fine.
Well, that part's true.
But here,
But I mean, maybe it's not right to shift to the jack of diamonds. I mean, he could play, certainly he could play a higher spade if he wanted a diamond shift. The 8 can't be.
Helgamo's been allowed to high, low, and hearts now. Yeah.
well, and once he wins the ace of clubs, there's really no point in playing anything but a spade.
Declare's shown the king of diamonds, so.
Mm-hmm. Declare might have been better served to win the
apparently
ace of
also may have
diamonds
just
in the
thought
dummy. No.
Helmus didn't have another spade from the bidding and the shift.
Mm-hmm.
So push.
And here's a hand that North and East would like to be partners.
Yeah. Although if North and South find their heart fit, they may not be so thrilled about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll go with strong no trump, I assume.
Yeah, I think
East
that's
will
likely.
do something here.
Yeah. Like probably clubs and a higher or something like that.
Or
if they
double
play
for 4-card major and
double.
a minor.
Is that what they're doing? They're playing
Well,
red.
I mean,
Oh, Woolsey.
that is called Woolsey.
Yeah.
And
Of course they're
Kid
playing Woolsey.
is playing. So.
Well, then, they might be playing a crash type variant instead. I'm not sure. That's what Bart likes.
Well, you've got their convention cards, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Take
So
a look.
actually, I don't have big X.
Ah, there it is.
Double.
4 major, 5 plus minor. They're playing Woolsey.
Yep.
Or when I talk to Kit, I like to call it multi-landy, just to aggravate him.
The double is actually what makes it Woolsey. Multi-landy is with a penalty double.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
So what do you do with a longer minor playing multi-landy?
You either overcall the major and it could have 4 cards, or you pass.
Got you. Okay, they did in fact find their heart fit, but is Bart
Well,
going to be
Bart's gonna
daunted
take
here?
double,
He's going to
but-
double, huh?
Kid will have a decision to make.
yeah. And he doesn't know for sure that East is void, since
Mm-hmm.
South might have been Stamen with
Right.
like 4-3-5-1.
Doesn't really have a lot of attractive options other than the fear of going minus 670.
Yeah, that's true. And this hand is, other than the heart split, somewhat friendly for north-south, with the major suit kings on side and the ace of clubs on side.
Mm-hmm.
The ace of diamonds offside is the only unfriendly thing in terms of honor location. So,
And Bramley doesn't have any hearts to lead.
right. And also the lengths are such that
Yeah.
um,
The north-south will probably do pretty well into the Kit just can't get on lead.
so, I mean, they've got 2 spades and a club as side suit tricks, and they can certainly rough a couple of diamonds in the dummy without getting over roughed, and another diamond with the jack of hearts.
Yeah.
So in essence, I think you'll be able to get all 4 of North's hearts. I think they're going to be able to take like at least 8 and probably 9 tricks and hearts.
Mm-hmm. And that coupled with the fact that Ger Elgamo is considered one of the best declarers in the world.
Yeah.
And Bramley would surely start by leading a spade right into the ace-queen. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if Kit bids 2 spades, say, then
He
it
passed.
might not be so. Oh, so he did pass. Yeah.
And there's your spade lead.
Yeah. So I guess he's probably going to lead a club to the king next.
yeah,
Um,
to play a diamond.
yeah.
Kit will not be particularly happy with the dummy having seen the lead.
Yeah.
Well, he actually,
He
On
knows
this-
for sure now this partner has no hearts.
yeah, on this particular hand, Helgi would be much better off just playing a diamond out of his hand, but obviously he's not going to do that. Because a club to the king and a diamond, they could play club, club, and this guy could shake a diamond.
We've received notice the other table was in 3 hearts, not doubled. I don't have a result, but regardless, this is probably going to be a very big swing to the Levine team.
And he did lead a diamond out of his hand. My Helgi. Look, Chris said something about 14 imps, but
It's hard for Brown.
Yeah, if they make 3 for 870. So at the other table,
Go down at the other table.
East overcalled 2 clubs showing.
down 1, 14 imps to Levine, yeah.
At the other table, the East overcalled 2 clubs showing clubs in a major.
Mm-hmm.
South passed, West bid 2 hearts. East bid 2 spades. And then North balanced with a double over 2 spades. And South bid 3 hearts. And they played there for down 1. South could have also done all right, I think, by passing the double of 2 spades. And the So Bramley has to be worried here that Declare has King Jack 10 of diamonds. But if he goes in with the Queen, then the Jack's going to be able to be roughed out to set up the diamond, though that's probably not that important in terms, I think that.
No, that good. I guess if he ducks the diamond, Kit can play a trump and get in with the Jack of clubs when he ducks that and play another trump, but I don't think that saves.
Yeah, I mean, he still is going to get 4 hearts in North. The Ace Queen of Spades is 6. He'll still be able to get 2 diamond roughs and dummy for 8, and the King
And
of
a
clubs
club.
for 9.
Yeah.
So it does not look like East-West can stop 9 tricks. So actually, maybe I'll look at what Declare did at the other table. But they went down, since I could have made it, I believe.
Well, they might have played it from the other side.
They did. I mean, they played it from south, but they got the Jack of clubs lead. Went
Oh, they
club and a
did.
club. And yeah, they let a diamond up, which was, and now on the club lead.
They got to pitch 1 diamond away. They only
No,
got
but they threw a spade.
Oh.
They roughed a diamond. They didn't take the spade finesse. They played a spade to the ace, which was.
Not knowing that the hearts were 5-0.
Yeah. But I think he was probably booked to go down even if they were 4-1 on that line. So I'm not sure that was so good. But certain for sure it's a lot easier with the Jack of Spades lead.
All right. So Bramley won the Queen of Diamonds. Not that it much matters, I don't think.
Yeah. And we should say the over trick is only worth an imp, since 670 would still be 13 imps to Levine.
Mm-hmm. And now we see why Helgi is one of the best declarers. He's playing this hand looking at all 4. The diamond first, now the club. He'll be able to get everything now.
The heart position was definitely very clear at this table.
Mm-hmm.
And the opening lead made the spades clear too.
Yeah, they say that a lot when I'm playing a hand. Well, it was very clear. Except it wasn't to me.
Okay, so he's getting his roughs in.
Oh, yeah. He can lead a trump to stop him from throwing his diamond away.
Right.
I mean, he just
Yep.
is an amazing bridge player. It's kind of a pleasure to watch.
Can run for the jack because it's not going to do him any good later.
Okay, that's 14 imps to the Levine team.
East and South are both 6-5. I think South will win the bidding battle. Unless East decides to sacrifice in something.
Well, it's early in the match to be steaming, but 6-5 favorable. Do you bid 2-0? 3 clubs. Okay.
Over a diamond probably wouldn't show the minors.
Oh, excuse me. They opened the diamond. Never mind. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think West probably has too much defense to want to bid 4 clubs and maybe encourage partner to save. So here East-West have probably just a club and a spade.
Yes, the 3 club bid gives enough
Right.
information away to.
Well, when he finds
Pick up
out that the 3 club bidder has a spade void, he might go wrong in
he might
hearts.
go wrong in hearts, yeah.
But at any rate, he'll either make 4 or 5.
Especially when the lead will make it clear the clubs are 6-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, without the bidding, it would be conceivable to lead a low spade out of your hand as a safety play against 3 spades and East, but since that's pretty much impossible, South will have the ace of spades.
Yes, West
Ryan.
would bid something with 3 clubs and no spades.
And now it's just down to the heart suit for the over trick.
Mm-hmm. Well, looks like he's going to get hearts right.
Right. Yep.
And what's the problem?
Right. And on to the next hand.
All right. So it looks like North-South has a lot of hearts on this hand.
So that one was a push.
They're off a spade, a diamond, and a club. So this looks like 4 hearts for north-south. Let's see if anything,
Yeah, I think it's
Looks like you can go down 1 and 5 diamonds, maybe. There might be the danger of a club rough. No, the short club's in the wrong hand. So the hard to find red-white save.
mm-hmm.
and of course,
That
if
looks,
clubs were 4-1, it could be a pretty expensive red-white save.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think opposite it. Yeah. So the same auction at the other table. And there isn't really very much to the play of this hand. You've got your 8 hearts and your black aces. So not a very interesting hand and likely
Chris,
to be over
he
quickly.
could claim it right now if he wanted to.
Yes, we can predict that East doesn't have 7 spades to the King, Queen, Jack, 10.
well, I guess the way they've been winning the matches by 1 imp, Helgi will run some
See if he can
trumps.
get him to pop with the ace king of diamonds twice.
Yep, definitely a try.
You'll note the carefully preserved deuce of hearts, that if in fact he can get him to make a mistake, he can get back to the, no, he's given up. He's just gonna claim.
He can't handle it.
I can't handle the pace either.
Yeah. That was another push.
Okay.
So this is a pretty natural diamond since North-South play 4-card heart suits. So interesting. Despite that, we got a no trump. I guess they're playing inverted raises.
Hearts will play pretty well for East-West. Ace third opposite a singleton diamond. Can't make 4 with the Queen of Hearts offside, but certainly has play for 3. The clubs might be a problem.
Well, it almost doesn't matter what Kit does. If he passes, he's gonna get another chance. Because
Yeah.
Garrow bid 3 diamonds.
North's going to bid 3 diamonds. I suspect East-West will end up in 3 hearts one way or the other.
Yes, it looks like in diamonds, the defense can take 3 spades, a heart, and a diamond. And probably we think 3 hearts will go 1 light, assuming you
Yeah, as long as they,
three
as long as they
clubs
stay off clubs.
Yeah. And spades. South has to stay off spades too.
Yep.
He had a natural enough king of diamonds lead though.
Yeah.
Still, from East's point of view, he would have done worse by passing a no trump and being minus 120 or so after a heart lead.
Mm-hmm. True.
So at the other table, North-South played 3 diamonds. North responded 2 spades as, I think, like a mixed raise in
Mm-hmm.
diamonds. And South signed off in 3 diamonds, and East allowed himself to be shut out of the auction.
Well, it's kind of hard to get in the auction on that one.
Yeah. So you sort of, know your partner has short diamonds, so.
And I lost the first 5 tricks on a heart lead, 3 spades, a heart, and the ace of diamonds for down 1.
So another potential pickup here for Levine.
Yeah. That's right. 3 hearts goes down 1, as we think it probably will. That'll be 5 imps.
Bramley could try a spade finesse and go down more.
He could go down 2 on this hand for 200,
Yep.
which is what, 7 imps? My
That's true.
prediction is he goes down 2. But he does it very slowly.
That is certain.
But I don't know if the spade finesse is really that attractive, since by roughing diamonds and dummy, if it was queen and 1 heart on side, he could make it without the spade finesse.
Yeah, but that's kind of what it takes. Queen and 1 heart on side, right?
Right, but you need queen 3rd of spades on side probably for the spade finesse to help you.
Well, you might be able to make it with the
These can't
spade
close.
with the spade queen on side if the hand is like got 3 hearts to the queen and a spade or something, where you can now pick up.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
I think that we'll
In this
see.
matchup, in fact, both north-south pairs are quite quick, but both east-west pairs are very slow. With Mike Levine, who can't see at the other table.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. So he's going to rough the heart and he's going to come off dummy. I mean, rough the diamond with a spade. So the question is,
Yeah.
does he play the jack or the king?
Okay.
I think he plays the jack. Yep. So 200 to the Levine team, to go with 100 from the other table is 300. And I'm a girl, David. I don't know the imp scale by heart. Is that
That's-
7?
The defense still needs to play ace and a heart to beat them too.
Oh, well, that's, no, is it?
Or
Is that true?
If they place in a heart, they really have him crushed because they cut off the ace of spades
Right, well, that is
and the
true.
diamond rough.
They can beat him they can beat him 3 maybe. Because he doesn't get he still loses 3 clubs now, and he doesn't get to
Yeah.
rough. He's blocked.
Yes, if South finds the low heart play, it's really a disaster for Bramley.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is that South doesn't by any means know that his partner has 5-card diamond support. So he probably would normally think his partner has more clubs. And
Well, can he read the diamond spot that Gare played on the second, when he roughed the
well,
second?
I mean, suppose that partner had Jack 3rd of diamonds. He wouldn't really have a lot of scope for signaling since he doesn't want to throw the Jack of diamonds away.
The spade count is also very vital. And I think they were playing upside down, so Helgamo may not have given a true card here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they play standard count,
Standard
though
count
upside
and
down
attitude.
attitude.
Okay.
Well, like I'm due at the bridge table, I failed to pay attention. So I assume at trick 1, Helgi played the deuce of diamonds as a kind of a suit preference-ish for clubs, and followed with the 4 to start the high-low, but the 4 is not necessarily readable.
So an interesting thing is, if the 2 of diamonds at trick 1 was suit preference,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean that the spade finesse is much more likely to lose?
Good point.
Since it could be a hand where North-South needed to play spades to build a trick before it went away on the clubs. Declare ahead something like King-Queen doubled in the clubs or so.
Mm-hmm.
If you do a club.
Or maybe Queen-10. Yeah, so he was.
I wonder if this is supposed to be 0 or 2 higher. This could be a huge accident if he doesn't play the king here.
Yeah. It's a little odd to play 0 or 2 higher through the jacks.
I know, but the 9 is...
I mean, I guess with the 8 and dummy, you don't need to. If the dummy didn't have the 8, if you have like Queen 10 8, you sort of have to lead the 10 when you have a higher honor.
That's right.
So,
well, I don't know what the 9 is supposed to mean, but I'm a Helgi fan. I say he plays the king.
The 9 means he's giving his partner a headache.
Yes. Well, the 10 wouldn't necessarily help any better.
No, he doesn't have any low clubs to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's perhaps...
He'd have to play the ace to make it easy.
Yeah.
And maybe he should.
Well, playing ace in the club wouldn't have been very good for the defense.
No, I think I'm not sure he shouldn't have.
Well, would ace in a club be any worse than?
Now he can still play ace in a heart, and the club suit will have been blown, but they can still get the rest of their tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, Helgamo doesn't know for sure that South has 3 spades, although it's pretty likely, I think.
Okay, well, there's the ace of hearts, so.
And that's how we get down 2.
Yeah. Once again, Helgi to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Not that it really matters here what he does. He's going to lose a heart, a club, and a diamond regardless.
Yep.
So 300 and we go back, David? That's what, 7 or 8?
7 imps.
7 imps to Levine. I noticed the last 2 matches that the Levine team, when Mike Levine went out, were leading in both, and in the third quarter, all of a sudden, they weren't anymore. And now in the fourth quarter, we had to make it exciting by tying one up for the overtime 1 imp win and winning the other one by an imp. So Mike seems to be carrying himself very nicely on this team.
Meckwell are used to being down playing in the fourth quarter, though.
I got to tell you, Meckwell are the greatest pair in the world in fourth quarter situations.
Without question.
Yeah.
I just do not believe what they get other people to do in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Well, I think some of it is that their style wears down the opponents. So people get just mentally tired.
I
Though
don't
have to say they're not as, these days, they're no longer very near the top in terms of aggressiveness. There's plenty of other pairs that are as aggressive or more as them.
Look it, we're all getting old, Chip. The youngins are coming up and they're making less mistakes these days. How old are you, David?
I am 40.
Oh, you are ancient. Chippy,
thought you
you
were
and
gonna
I are like on Medicare.
Yep.
We overtook the King of Spades, hoping that the 10 would drop in North, but there was no luck there either.
Yep.
Helmus can win or duck this. It doesn't really matter. He gets his high card in every suit but spades.
Yeah. But I mean, he was certainly right in that he wanted to make sure, do his best to make it, and that it cost him 2 imps to go down 2 instead of 1.
Well, David pointed out it could have cost him a lot more if Hellness had shifted to a trump rather than a club.
Sure. I mean, if he went down 3, it would have been 9. But making as opposed to going down was worth 6 imps. So
He's to take his queen now. Helgamo threw the club away to make it clear what that count was. So.
And this will be this hand. Down 2, 7 imps to Levine. And we're halfway through the first quarter in delayed view graph, which means in about 3 boards I could check on bridge winners and get the actual score.
Drawing club for Woolsey. It's like certainly going to be bid to 3-0 quickly by East West.
Played from the other side, is that going to... Well, maybe they have some kind of relay that...
Yeah.
Probably have an artificial heart bid.
Yeah.
Or 2 diamonds.
No, Meckwell type 2 diamonds showing 8 to 10 balanced. So probably just concluding in 3-0.
Yeah. On a heart lead, I imagine.
Which gives nothing away.
So interesting that Helgamo on this hand didn't bid over a strong club with his 4-5 in the majors. So we'd earlier seen him overcall 2 spades at favorable on a good 5-card suit.
Yeah, but this is not a good 5-card suit.
No, I was saying he probably has some bid to show both majors.
And Declare should have time to develop his long club because North doesn't have entries to the heart, just the queen of clubs.
Yeah.
Spade lead might actually fare better. heart is much more likely.
You know, I don't know about you, but I have found, right, wrong, or otherwise, that often leading your 4-card suit instead of your 5-card suit has produced better results. I lost a world championship leading from my 5-card suit on a 1-no, 3-no auction with 5 of one major and 4 of the other. And I've been paying attention ever since. And it's amazing how often leading the 4-card suit turns out better.
That was a Barry Crane thing, I think.
I think, you know what? I think you're right, Chip.
And Barry played match points, so
Yeah,
it's definitely more likely to be successful at match points.
right. I guess I would also say, Janice, that that's, I think, more true the weaker your hand is. Because when you don't have an entry,
Mm-hmm.
then you need some length in your partners. You know, if you lead your 5-card suit, like here, your partner has 2, and even if he had 3, if they can knock out your entry, then you're not going to be able to enjoy your long cards.
You just really feel like an idiot when he's got 4.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, yeah.
And
No
the
question. But
problem at imps is
I'm a
often,
specialist on feeling like an idiot, so.
all right, so
So I guess he's gonna start on diamonds and,
Yeah.
So north-south play 3rd and 5th against no trump also. So that's why we got the 3 of hearts lead. It wasn't a false card.
Helmus grabbed his ace to return his partner's suit.
Yep. Yeah. The other table, not surprisingly, we're also in 3 now, and they made it by running the jack of clubs to knock out North's queen of clubs entry, and then setting up the 4th club.
I guess a spade lead would have beaten this hand, huh?
Well, you're certainly in the running to take 2 spades, 2 clubs, and a diamond, though
Mm-hmm.
perhaps, yeah, I mean, certainly if it went spade around to the 10 and queen, and then queen of diamonds to the ace and a spade, looks
Yeah.
like north-south.
Declare would have to run the 9 of diamonds at that point.
Yeah, which I think is not a likely play, particularly if he finds out that North let a 4-card spade suit.
Yeah. But you can't say that he could not make it.
Sorry, I
That
guess
is
I would
true.
say would not make it.
What is that beeping?
That's my robot vacuum cleaner complaint.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put myself on mute if I can figure out how.
Huh, so, oh yeah, I guess this is okay. But since the hearts are 5-2,
Yep.
South can't set up the hearts.
South may shift to a spade now and give him a free finesse. And
Yeah. Well, he's not going to play a diamond.
declare clubs.
Yeah.
But he might just continue clubs, being afraid to break spades. If Declare had something like Queen Jack 9 or. Of course, he could always catch his partner with King Jack 9, and spades would be a great thing to play.
Yeah. And a declarer is minimum for his auction. Well, he is. Sorry. remind people again that West had started with a strong club, which for balanced hands would start at 16. So I guess he could have the same hand without the Jack of Spades.
Right, because they're not vulnerable. Their ranges vary with the vulnerability.
Yeah. Clubs, so that'll make
Get back to the 10.
like life pretty easy for Declare. He'll presumably win the heart, cash the 10 of clubs, cross to the diamond, and take the spade finesse into the safe hand.
We can even overtake the club now. One of them has been discarded.
True. And I guess probably will. Yep. But this is sort of inevitably heading to 9 tricks for a push.
Mm-hmm. Ellis didn't want to give away that he had 5 diamonds by throwing one away and discarded a spade on the 3rd heart.
Well, that could have been costly if declared Queen
Yes.
Jack 9.
It definitely could have been.
Though I guess he maybe has to unblock it anyway, or he might be thrown in with the 10 to lead into the King 9 of diamonds.
Okay, so what happened? They made 3-0?
Yep, for
Okay.
a push.
So, let's see here, 4, 7, 10, 11, 15, one spade, so I guess they're gonna get the hearts on this hand, huh? 4 hearts? Unless they get higher, they could make 6, huh? Hearts are 3-2?
Yeah.
King of clubs is the right place.
Right. And
So
Yeah,
you could
so-
make a slam if you bid it, and he opened the club. So I guess he upgraded his 15?
yeah, it seems so. Probably reasonable with the good controls.
Have a good night. So, a spade, 4 plus hearts, less than 4 spades, game forcing.
So at the other table, East opened a strong no trump. I believe West bid Gerber, found out partner had 2 aces and placed the contract in 6 hearts. And got a club lead, after which 12 tricks were pretty routine.
Mm-hmm. right, so 6 hearts making 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, club lead went to the king, and then he had his 12 tricks.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see what happens here. They're having all sorts of artificial asks.
Yeah, basically, West is describing his hand, and East is asking.
Well, East playing the hand would put South on lead. And
True.
is South going to be in any kind of trouble here?
Well, if he leads a club or a diamond, they can make 7.
Okay.
Okay, so West has shown 6 hearts and 6-3-2-2 with either 3 clubs or 3 diamonds.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me a minute. Lower something here.
Suppose on a trump lead, there might be a line to make 7 by playing South for the king of clubs and the queen of diamonds. Roughing the spade out and using the ace of clubs as an entry and then running the hearts. But no, there would be no entry back to run. It wouldn't work.
Oh, okay, so
Play
now,
hearts from West.
so West is going to be playing this hand regardless.
Well, assuming they play in hearts, which is likely. So East knows, so East knows West's exact distribution, but doesn't know his strength, and now is trying to sign off in 4 hearts, but West isn't going to allow it because he's too strong.
Mm-hmm.
And
So Blackwood, my favorite.
no, 4-0
No?
shows that he has 5 controls where an
okay.
ace is 2 and a
King
king
is-
is 1. And I think probably more than just the 5 controls. I think if he just had like ace and 1, ace, king, 6th, doubled and tripleton with neither of the queens, he would just sign off. He would accept the sign off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little unfortunate that for East-West that the way this is timed out, that East lost a bunch of bidding space by needing to sign off with 4 diamonds. So now, I guess in a way, what East wants to do is to invite slam, since his hand is okay for 6 hearts, but so let's see if I don't know if West could have the jack of hearts instead of the queen, in which case slam would be pretty mediocre, or whether if he even had neither the queen nor jack. And I'm not sure what options.
Well, suppose he had, is it possible he could have like the ace, queen, jack of hearts and the king of clubs? That's still 5 controls.
Yeah, it's true.
And
He
now
could-
Slam is very happy.
Yeah. On the other hand, if he doesn't have the jack of hearts, if he has ace, queen, six,
Now it's not so good.
Right.
But maybe with ace, queen, six, he would just sign off.
well, he could have, like ace, jack of spades, ace, queen, six of hearts, maybe even the queen of diamonds and the king of clubs. So he could
Mhm.
have a lot of high card points.
And it'd still be a crappy slam because of the heart suit.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, East doesn't, is in the position of kind of making the decision because West knows nothing at all about the East hand other than that he was planning to sign off opposite 2-6, 2-3.
All right. Well, the other table played six, making six,
Yep.
as you said earlier.
And they had a much easier time because West took control rather than East.
Mm-hmm.
The hand that knew the hearts were solid.
Right.
Now, of course, they'd also have been in slam off the ace king of diamonds on some deals, but that wasn't too likely.
Well, it's not a perfect world. So while we wait patiently for Bart to do something, as we always wait for Bart to do something. Well, I think Bart and Kit are out the second set. And Hammond and Weichsel are in with the boys. So we don't have to worry about Bart against Rodwell in the next set. And then I'm done. So I don't have to be absolutely tortured.
So I'm back for the third set, so I don't have the same guarantee, Janice.
You don't.
So anyway, so Bart decided to ask with five clubs for what are your controls, and five diamonds says he has either the ace king of hearts or neither. And so now he knows that West has the ace king of hearts, and therefore he has to have the ace of spades, since that's the only way he can get to five controls.
Mm-hmm. So why is he bidding five spades here? Why not six hearts? Or since he knows he can't make, I don't think.
No, if he catches the queen of hearts and a queen that's not clubs, he has 13.
Yeah, I mean, partner could have the queen of diamonds.
Oh, instead of the queen of clubs? That's
Yeah.
not enough tricks.
The queen of diamonds is enough tricks.
Yeah.
Six hearts,
7, 8, 9.
four
six.
diamonds,
Yeah, you're right.
ace, king, ace.
All right. So now six clubs, keep going.
Meaning he's asking more about what. No, but it's interesting is that whether, I don't know if he's risking
They could get to 7 here.
Well, I was wondering whether or not he might end up in six no rather than six hearts, which is certainly inferior.
Who plays no trump, by the way?
East plays no trump. He bid no trump a long time ago. It's sort of off our
It
screen.
was too long ago for my recollection.
Six no isn't going to be a problem. A club lead through the queen would put it in danger, but it's onside, so.
Yeah.
And there's six no.
Yep. Yep. So, well, assuming he is,
Now he's still thinking.
yeah.
Could this mean he's deciding to play his partner for the queen of diamonds and going for 13?
or 3-3 spades or a diamond finesse. He certainly has plays for 7.
Yeah, as long as the hearts are breaking or his
Yes.
yes, he
Yeah.
did. He did bid 7. Is there any kind of an accident that could happen here that would let 7 make?
South discarding a diamond?
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't
I don't know.
with
Well, it depends.
with
Depends on
North
the
on
lead.
lead, it seems hard. If South were on lead, there are all sorts of accidents.
Well, South would probably just lead a trump.
You would think. But,
Yeah, is North just going to lead a trump? Yep.
yep.
Apparently. So,
This is probably going to take a while.
yeah. So start with 3 rounds of hearts, throwing a club, you think? So he doesn't want to give up either a spade or a diamond.
Right, and then probably 3 rounds of spades.
Yeah. So is there a chance that there might be like a trump squeeze against South in clubs and diamonds?
So he could then cross the ace of clubs and rough the last spade good. But if he crossed the ace of diamonds to cash the spade, he wouldn't be able to get off the dummy.
No, I think that he wants to leave the ace of clubs for the trump squeeze. I'm pretty sure he's going to throw a club since he doesn't want to. That's pretty worthless. So now ace, king, spade, ace of diamonds and rough a spade. And now if he chooses to, I mean, he could just take the diamond finesse once the spades don't come in.
Yeah, but he knows that South is 2-2 in the majors.
Yeah.
So he
true.
might. Can he make it if he plays for a trump squeeze?
I think so. He can play a diamond to the ace, rough the spades good, play a diamond to the king, and play the last spade. And now South, if he
That's it. Yep.
gives up a diamond, you can rough out the diamonds and come to the ace of clubs.
So they had to
Yeah.
lead a club to beat the hand?
I think so. No, a diamond lead would probably have beaten it also, since that would take out an entry for roughing out the spades.
So it might be it's going to be a slam swing to one of the two.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 13 to Kolesnik or 17 to Levine.
So I'm wondering if is this a good grand? I mean, assuming hearts are 3-2, obviously. Do we want
Because you need the hearts to break, it is not a good grand. If you had the jack of hearts, it would be a good grand.
Yeah.
And what is the percentages as far as bidding a grand?
You want it to be no worse than a 3-2 break.
Well, I mean, in theory, the high 50s is good enough. In practice, since sometimes they won't be in 7, in 6 at the other
It won't be
table,
a 6, yeah.
you want it to be more. We've seen quite a number of boards where people have gone down in 7 and found the other table didn't get to 6.
Yes. We know that all too well.
So it's now the moment of truth. If he thinks South has the queen of diamonds and the king of clubs, he can play a diamond to the king and play the last spade to squeeze him. But if the queen of diamonds is on side, he
still has to
needs
guess South's distribution.
That's true. He does.
Well, he'll certainly write an article in Bridge Winners if he makes it.
And perhaps if he goes down too.
Perhaps. And he,
We don't know yet. Nope.
Yep.
So now it's just a matter of guessing the distribution. So, I mean, I would think that Hellness,
You would think
well,
he's committed on this trick.
well, does Hellness really have a choice? Doesn't he have to throw a club already?
Remember the kit's shown the the queen of clubs.
yeah, so he knows he's being squeezed. He just has to decide. And, you know, if,
Taking forever to do it will make it even easier.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. I mean, you either, you just do it.
Yeah.
There's no point in, if your partner has the queen of clubs, it's happiness. And otherwise, they're making it. So it seems like you have to throw the 5 of clubs like 3 minutes ago.
Right.
well, and actually, probably the best thing would have been to throw the 5 clubs a tricker. No, I guess he didn't really have any choice.
He could never throw a diamond away. He always had
Yeah.
to throw clubs.
Well, he could have thrown a diamond away pretending he had 5.
Yes, that's what he could have done. That's what may have convinced him to go down. But he, of course, by doing that, he's giving him a free mag if he
Yep.
plays on other lines.
All right. Well, by now, Kit's not going to go wrong. So we'll read this
No.
hand tomorrow.
So, assuming he makes 7 as we expect he will, that'll nearly level the match.
So I must admit that thus far, Levine has suffered the worst of the luck.
Yeah, I would say so. Though the 14 they won on board 4 was a little random the way the auctions came up.
Yeah, but still, I mean, okay. So Henry has just given up. He's like,
That's
fuck
hilarious.
you.
Well, probably Kit told him what he was going to do.
Probably.
Instead said,
They are on a Zoom with each other.
Okay, well done. And Kit played it at a reasonable clip.
yes, given the complexity of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
And Bart can say it. That's why it took so long, is it took a while for him to work out the trump squeeze in the bidding to decide to bid 7 hearts.
Exactly.
So I don't think that South is going to open 2 hearts vulnerable in second seat.
Do they play Polish?
No, they do not. 2 hearts.
The other pair probably would, but not this one so likely. Well, they'd open multi.
Yeah.
So what is it, a 3 imp at the moment?
Yep. 21 to 18.
Okay, now I sneakily go to bridge winners. I will not reveal.
Yes, if they had gone down in 7, the lead would be getting pretty big.
Yes.
And there's nothing up on bridge winners yet for those who like to cheat with me. I'll tell you one thing. I called Gary I was watching the view graph on the playoffs or the 4th quarter, and I called Gary to tell him that Gupta was going to win. And then I had to call back and say, nope, Gupta lost by 1. He said, what happened? I said, I don't know. I went to bridge winners.
So at the other table, they played 1 spade, making 2
Mm-hmm.
in this hand. Bramley has bid a no trump with his.
Fine spade stopper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
A spade lead would beat this quickly, but he may not lead one.
and he didn't.
So weren't you talking earlier, Janice, about having these nice sequences to lead from rather than leading partner suit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Helgamo defended because he thought he was going to get 100
The
in
spade
trick.
lead, right.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, and now
Yeah.
he's going to lose another 5 or 6 imps.
Yeah, so we're going to have a new leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say, I don't really much like the 1 no trump bid at both fault. If it was nobody ball, I'd have a lot more sympathy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was,
So the crying Helgi, I assume he thinks his partner must not have any spades since Bramley bid a no trump and his partner led a diamond.
right. So I mean,
So
I
he
would,
might play ace and a spade,
Yep.
holding the ace of hearts. Who knows?
Yeah, but he can count the tricks. Of course, he knows that his partner doesn't have the king, queen, jack of hearts, so I don't think he has any hope of beating this anymore.
yeah,
Well, maybe his partner has like king jack and a club or something where they
Yeah.
can't take a fast
sure.
seven.
And even king 10 and a club would be enough.
Right. So I think he's going to play ace and a spade for a
And
lot
sort
of
of,
reasons.
and also, it sort of doesn't matter if he doesn't play ace and a spade. I think Declare is going to
Well,
Score the-
Declara
maybe
has,
get the king of hearts.
yeah, Declara has like 8 tricks minimum.
Well, but yeah,
So you're kind of trading tricks. You can give him the king of spades. He won't get the king of hearts, but he's getting 8 tricks anyway.
Right.
So
Bramley certainly hoping the ace of hearts is offside. Otherwise, after a heart play, they could take a lot of tricks.
right.
He is onside.
I'm sorry, yeah.
I knew what you meant, Charlie.
Though I guess also if South had like a singleton queen jack or 10 of spades, then he'd have a stopper after all.
Even
Mhm.
Doubleton.
Yeah, I think it was figuring that probably if he had the doubleton, it would have been led, but
Yeah.
There's the ace of spades.
Yeah.
And he's going to be very sad when a spade appears from Helmus's hand.
Mhm.
But what can you do? And I shall return. Like, who was it? Patent?
MacArthur.
MacArthur.
All right, so the expected 8 tricks and 6 imps to Kolesnik, so 3 down to 3 up.
And a new leader in the clubhouse.
Yes.
South has to decide whether to preempt with 4 spades and all his points in his short suits. Chooses not to.
I think at a precision diamond opening,
Yeah.
West does have the option of opening 2 spades to show a good diamond preempt. But
Is Tuno the minors for them?
Tuno is the minors, so we
But it's
could do
too
that.
strong.
But I think I think it's a weaker hand than this. Yeah, interestingly, they don't say the range, they just say minors.
South may chirp in with 2 hearts.
I think that's likely. So at the other table, it started the same way. West bid 3 clubs and East bid 3 no.
Well,
May see a repeat of that.
yeah.
Um,
And once again, it's better to lead your short. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna beat it. Are you?
Well,
Lead the
so-
deuce of spades, and I mean, I assume he plays the queen.
yeah, though, I mean, they
Driving
go
the ace of
after,
spades out is really nasty, actually. But he's going to have to play on clubs then instead of diamonds. It's really all.
well, no, I think if you win the ace of spades and, oh yeah, there's a danger of losing 3 spades, a diamond and a club if they never
If there's
give you the
really
ace
ever any
king of
danger,
hearts.
3 spades. But after the raise, he's certainly going to lead a heart. And they've been spades on his right, so
Yeah.
I don't think there's any chance of a spade lead.
No,
No.
no.
But I think even after a spade to the queen and king, declare still would probably prevail. The 8-6 of spades are too strong with the 7 on side. Oh, so it's, at any rate, they played it from the protected side now. So a spade lead wouldn't help. So Tuno showed both minors with longer diamonds. And I guess I'd say East West were a little lucky that playing it from west instead of east didn't matter.
Well, that's the yet another time that the luck, not that it
Yeah,
mattered
if
on
the-
this hand, but
If Bramley had ace queen, 3rd of hearts, this would have been an expensive 2-0 bid.
And actually,
Although 5 of a minor would make.
yeah, 5 clubs is probably would have been the ending spot then.
that's my hatred of good, bad to know is wrong siding contracts. And this is kind of similar.
Yeah.
Maybe they can drive out the heart king and then he'll have his 9 tricks.
Which is what the other table did.
Yeah.
9 tricks.
And we're done. And this table is running a little late, so that probably encourages the claim.
Yeah. Not usually kid style to give up on the open tricks.
Oh, they're now giving us in the box the results from the other table. Okay.
Yeah,
They've been coming.
they've been coming. Yeah.
Have they? I know, I thought the last board was the first time that had happened. So 5 diamonds by north-south.
That went down at the other table.
2 clubs, 2, yeah, well. but
North played it, which is important because
Otherwise, it's down
Spade lead would
fast.
yeah.
All right. So West is open to multi 2 diamonds. And North passed. I wonder.
East West might blow them out of the water, but if game went down, that
So East might well bid 3 spades here.
yep. Even with the friendly spade position, they still have 5 top losers.
That's interesting. 3 hearts. I would have thought 3 spades. If my partner has a weak 2-bitten hearts, I want to compete the 4 hearts.
Yeah, but is your partner Kit?
And Bramley bid a fast 3 hearts. I'm proud of him. Okay, so they're playing 3 spades?
Yep.
Okay.
Pretty likely down one. But
Yeah.
I guess if they don't take their hearts, they could go on the queen of clubs. But it's pretty likely down one.
Yeah, I would say so. So that'll be 4 imps back to Levine, and we'll have the lead flip-flop again.
Okay, well, they certainly are not going to lose their heart trick.
Well, if I play ace and a club, then
Well, how about a club and then a
Yeah,
diamond over and now a heart for an uppercut?
yeah, that's true. I could do that. But I was saying if they play a club now, I think he could make. No, can't make it.
The jack of spades, I think, would get in the
Yeah.
way of.
Yeah, yeah.
He can see it was the highest club spot that he played.
Yeah.
Should play diamond.
Yep. I think he will, and probably will know to play a heart to promote the jack of spades. So that'll up the swing to 5 imps if that happens. Mm-hmm. And there it is.
Well done. Nice defense.
And I guess he could even go down one more if he played a spade to the ace, but he doesn't.
Okay, board 13. What are they going to end up in here? 1 spade by Helmus. Mr. Kit will have to overcall 2 clubs, right?
If he doesn't bid 3. A 1-0 trump. That's interesting.
Oh, that certainly is interesting. That's kind of strange. I think he must really hate his game right now, but it's awfully early to be.
Oh, he's just trying to steal the hand from his partner.
Well, this is not going to be happy.
And I have a hard time
because-
getting the 4 spades from.
Yeah, they're not gonna make 3 spades showing a short spade. That's certainly not going to get them to 4 spades. Well, they're going to go down in 3-0 here, aren't they?
Well, I don't know. On a club lead,
Well,
Well,
it depends
that's
he might lead the
true.
queen
If
of
he
clubs.
leads the queen of clubs, I guess he's okay.
No, it's,
Four,
yeah, I think it really takes a heart lead to beat it. And I don't see West leading the Queen of Hearts.
that would
The
be,
ace of clubs and Queen of Hearts will be
Yeah, I guess that's possible, but the Ace of Clubs
giving
is
his entry away doesn't seem normal.
on the other hand, he knows that dummy has club length for the 3-spade bid.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
the
in
clerk could have
fact, he
one.
He
really
might
knows.
lead, he might lead a spade.
Well, his partner didn't double 3
He
spades,
wouldn't.
so
He
maybe.
shouldn't lead a spade from a doubleton when his partner didn't double. Declare has a pile of spades.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he has 6 of them. The obvious 6 spades.
Bramley
So
either has
actually,
5 very weak spades
maybe
or
the
Declare
Queen of
has
Hearts isn't so unlikely after all. Right? Dummy showed the minors. What if he leads a diamond? Wondering what. That has an interesting effect in terms of maybe somewhat severing Declare's communications.
Well, he could.
Yeah.
He led the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Well done. This is a deserved swing for the Kolesnik team.
Yeah, though 4 spades was a little bit lucky in that if clubs had been 5-1 instead of 6-1.
6-0, yeah. Then
Yeah, instead of 6-0. Yeah. So
the ace of clubs lead would have set 4 spades as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bramley approves of the lead. See, with this online bridge where you can't see your partner, you don't get to see the big smile when the Queen of Hearts hits the table.
Well, you could play Smith Echo, but the nod, but you can't do that when you can't see your partner either. You don't need Smith Echo. You just nod when you like it.
So, yeah, so I mean, Declare from his point of view figures he's probably going to lose at least 3 hearts and a club plus a spade if he just gives it up. So maybe he'll try and go to dummy and hope for king and 1 spade
He
on
doesn't need
side.
diamond trick, so he can just go to dummy and float the 10 of spades, or play the 10 of spades to the jack and play for the king and 1 spade on side.
Yeah, I think, as I said, I think that's what he'll do.
And by the way, everybody, I'm just kidding about nodding yes to the Smith Echo. That's a joke. Joke alert.
See, we need the smiley face to put in for you, Janice.
That's right. That's right. I know a new one now where you can do the you do the shift with the colon and the P, and that's a face with you sticking your tongue out to the side. And I love that.
And of course, if he does lose to the king of spades, he'll be afraid to throw his 3 clubs away as Declare, as East runs his hearts.
That's
this
true.
could be a butchery.
Well, the first under trick is worth 12 imps. The second one is worth 1 more for 13. And the third one is worth another imp for 14. So we'll see. Just for information, at the other table, South unimaginatively opened a spade, and after partners no trump, East bid 2 hearts, South bid 3 spades, and was raised to 4. All right. So as you said, on the run of the hearts, I mean, in some ways,
He's going to know the ace of clubs is offside too.
that's right. So he's not going to be he's going to be concerned about even pitching one club, I think. But I guess he doesn't.
Well, Bart hid the ace of hearts long enough for him
Yeah.
not
Yeah, he should have played the ace of hearts to tell him.
to.
So it's interesting, actually, with the ace of clubs marked wrong. Well,
Now he's going to just go, I think he's just going to go down one because he's already pitched his diamonds away. So he can pitch another spade, right? Oh, no, maybe not.
Yeah.
He gets snipped.
yeah.
He shouldn't have pitched a diamond. He should have pitched clubs, but he didn't know, of course.
Yep. So now on a diamond play,
He could have. He wasn't what. He didn't notice all the low clubs have been thrown. He could have thrown the club from the dummy. So now he's
Yeah.
going to go down 3 instead of 2.
yeah, it doesn't matter now whether Bramley plays a diamond or a spade. So
Mhm.
the 3 down is going to be 14 imps to Kolesnik. And that might be a lead that will survive the end of the quarter. We'll see about board 14.
4 down. Not taking his 9 of spades.
He's asking for an undo. I think be gracious.
Well, technically, you're not allowed to ask for an undo in the play,
Right. Technically, you're not.
but looks like they did it.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm not even sure it's
particularly care.
I'm not even sure it's an imp.
It probably isn't.
I think they may both be 14.
Yeah, it is 14. All right, so 12 imps going into the last board of the quarter. Hellness can go have a drink and prepare for the third quarter.
No.
Kit did very well on 2 boards.
Mm-hmm. Kit can play very tough, especially when there's an article at stake.
So we see that north-south, Bidden made 4 hearts at the other table. They got a singleton spade lead and carefully rose ace and played a club. So they won the ace of clubs and played king of spades, spade rough, but Declare now had the rest. Though interestingly, I wonder whether or not lower defense, let's see if they let trumps. I guess Declare has,
Well, it's hard not to imagine leading your singleton.
yeah, it is. All right, so they didn't overcall 3 diamonds at the other table. So north-south had a free run. And we'll see whether or not South is going to sit for this double, taking the view that if Kit preempts, doubling him is a
Yep.
good option.
And they did.
So 3 diamonds doubled. So what do we have?
I think they might get 500 if they can time it right.
So sort of in top tricks, they have a spade, 2 hearts is 3, 2 diamonds is 5,
And a
and a
club.
club is 6, so at least down 2.
And if he shifts now to the queen of clubs,
Yeah.
they can, I mean, he could cash the ace of hearts first and then shift to the queen of clubs. They can get 500 and win 2 imps.
Yeah.
Which would mean the quarter score, it would be Kolesnik by 10. That's my prediction.
That seems like a reasonable
There it
one.
is.
Yep.
Well, as we're waiting for this to end, I've never done this before. So what happens after this? Do I exit stage right?
Well,
David and I are doing the next quarter.
Which is supposed to start in 10 minutes.
Yes.
For us, it's supposed to start in 10 minutes. Yeah. They've already, in theory,
they've already
started.
I don't know if they were late enough to delay the start of the second quarter a little.
It was delayed 3 minutes, they're telling us.
Okay, so I guess, well, you'll
For
be
those who
starting.
have enjoyed this view graph commentary, donations to my trust fund would be greatly appreciated.
So do you want to put up the web address for your
Yeah,
GoFundMe
right.
account, Janice?
Okay, it says for us to just go ahead and stay in the meeting here, David. And yeah, Chippy, if you would be so kind as to just give them my address where they can send the checks made out to myself or cash.
All right, so I could see this possibly going down more than 3, in fact, but we'll see. So
He kept the ace of
Oh,
clubs.
he ducked the club. Well, now they can.
so he tried to spear the singleton queen and instead speared the singleton A.
So he can get 2 roughs now. He can get 800.
Yep.
Yep.
But will he? Drum roll.
Yes, and he's making it clear to partner that he should lead a spade and not a heart.
That's right.
All right, so 800 to 420 would be 8 for Levine, I believe.
It would be, but we've got a thinking Helmus.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's
Now
always,
his partner is
that's
a jack
always
of clubs.
dangerous to have a thinking Helmus.
The 9 of clubs looks like more of a signal than the king does. King looks like the jack.
Well, but in fact,
He plays the queen of diamonds. Well, let's hope
That doesn't cost him yet.
No, let's just hope he.
now I can play the 3 of spades, encouraging.
No, they play upside.
Upside down attitude.
So he just lost a trick again.
Now he
Oh.
So
Okay.
that it was predicted.
See, you were right about the 500, Janice.
Yeah, well, that was, he needs to take a rest.
Yes.
Mr. Helmus, take a nap and come back.
Okay, well, you two enjoy the next set. I'm off until the 3rd. So.
Well, we'll miss you, Chippy.
Okay, I'll miss you too. Good to have you both. And thanks, of course, to Chris and Michael and Elon for getting this all going.
Mm-hmm.
So, bye-bye.
Bye now. All right, I shall return.